Natural disaster losses average more than $300 billion a year. This is how we measure the devastation of floods, earthquakes, droughts and storms, their financial cost. But dollar amounts don't tell the full story. They represent only the losses suffered by people wealthy enough to have something to lose in the first place, and massively underestimate the impact of disasters on the poor, who own next to nothing. When disaster strikes, poor people always suffer the most. They're more likely to live in fragile housing in vulnerable areas and work in sectors highly susceptible to extreme weather events, like agriculture. They also have much less support to recover and reconstruct. When drought struck Ethiopia in the 1980s, it took a decade before poor farmers could get back to where they were before the crisis, affecting an entire generation of children. If we are only concerned with the monetary impact, public investments to reduce disaster risk will go only where there are high-value assets, protecting the richest areas and populations. To better design policies and interventions, we need a different measure, one that factors in the poor's overexposure to risk and disaster. Taking this into account, average disaster damages actually balloon from $300 to $500 billion per year, an increase of 60%. That's a much bleaker picture than we thought. But this approach also presents new opportunities for action and policy. Dikes, retrofitted buildings, and land use plans conserving our environment and forests are all targeted interventions that reduce risk and improve lives, especially when they protect the poor. We can't avoid all disasters, so governments must help the poor improve their ability to recover through early warning systems that save lives, financial services that help rebuild communities, social safety nets that protect the most vulnerable. This is critical to making all members of society resilient in the face of disaster. It's also a good investment. Together, these measures can help countries and communities save $100 billion every year. Protecting the poor and vulnerable makes for a stronger world for everyone.